Like, I think that would help you succeed in life, you know?
Another thing is I don't think anyone's like super conscious of this about his character, but like we all know it is like his word is his bond. So I think everyone can apply is
Honesty.
yeah, not necessarily honesty. I mean, he does withhold, information from people, so you could consider it lying by omission. But like a lot of the time, if he tells someone he'll do something, he does end up doing it.
Okay, so basically true to his word.
Yes. So like, I mean, like I said, like, sometimes he just won't tell people things that he knows, even though those people might be better off knowing, but it doesn't serve his ends. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the part of him where when he tells people he'll do something, he does it. I think that's another factor that contributes to like his coolness or the respect that people attribute to him in the story. I think it's because when they hear Thomas Shelby say, "I will do this," they know he means it.
Yeah. I will do it, I must.
You will try.
So if you're trying to foster, let's say, a professional relationship, you could promise a service or that something will be done, then you better make sure that you follow through, and it will serve you, because then people know you're true to your word. And then they also feel inclined that, like, to ally with you as well. Because if they know that if you ask this person for something, if they ask you for something and you tell them you'll do it, then, your word is your bond, and your word is gold.
Yeah, and they can they take your word and everything you say much more seriously, and therefore they have
more respect for you. And they'll be more inclined to do things for you.
They'll be more loyal
because there's no like you. Yeah, exactly.
They have faith in you. They trust in you. They're like whatever. Every time you say something, you do it, or you mean whatever you say. So it's not like you're just saying stuff and it's like it means nothing, because like the next day you won't stick by what you believe, Yeah,
and it doesn't even have to be about people liking you. A lot of the characters that he interacts with, who he promises things, they don't like him. Even after he does what he says he's gonna do for them, they don't necessarily like him, but they'll trust him to do what he says, and that plays into the respect.
Yeah.
I can't really add anything to that because you guys pretty much said everything that
You're
needs
welcome.
to be said.
Good question, though. It was a great question. It's harder to ask questions than to answer.
That's a good answer, Chris.
Boo.
That's all I gotta say. How can I add to this? Because again, your point is very good that his word is his bond, and
it's not necessarily that you have to do a billion things for a bunch of people, but it will serve you to follow through on what you say you're going to do, because then it gives you it gives you the option there to like at that point you'll be able to choose, because you'll be in the habit of fulfilling your promises. It'll help you choose who you're going to promise what to as well. Mm-hmm. So then it could almost come at your convenience to be like, okay, this person has something I want, then that's fine. I know I can promise them this and I'll follow through, and that'll incentivize them to give me what I want. It doesn't mean that you have to say yes to everything someone asks of you, but once you get that down pat, then you can start looking for what you can get out of other people. Once you know that you're a complete package, then at that point, you can then get what you want from other people that way, because you know that you'll be able to give whatever you can to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well said, Panos.
And at that point, it won't ever be anything that you don't want to do, because then you'll have the freedom, you'll have your reputation that you're trustworthy, and then from there, you'll be free to choose who you want and who you don't want to associate with.
Yeah, you're right. That like keeping your word, especially, is very important, especially nowadays where people kind of do what they want instead of trying to do what's like right, not just for other people, but like to people around them. And I think one of the things that also that can improve the way you can carry yourself and be more like the positive things that Thomas Shelby provides is